What's up YouTube? Enigma Garage is back working on the MR2 Spyder. Today we're going to install the fuel system, fuel tank, and everything into the car, drill the bulkhead fittings, go ahead and wire up the ethanol content sensor, drop the motor out the bottom so I can put the header bolts on with the safety wire, maybe even start fabbing up a turbo manifold for it. Let's get to it. We've got the fuel system here from Loofa Racing all set up. I don't know if I went over this in one of the last videos, but everything is laser cut, bolted in, ready to go. The walbro fuel pump fits nicely in this pocket. Everything's lined up really smooth. I have a connector in here that's going to go through that bulkhead fitting. I had to do it on the inside because this is my buddy's pump we thought was bad, which it's not. So I just reused it for my vehicle, and the level sensor just snaps in and you push it up to lock it into place. It should be right here at the bottom of the pump area. It also comes with a new ring you have to install first. That way it's got the right spacing for how thick it is. I've already switched over the rubber grommet from the old fuel pump. Then we have our hat here and new bolts because the other ones are Phillips head and we're super rusty. The tank does have a little surge area inside of it, so we need to make sure when we install it that the front of the tank, which is up here, it needs to be facing this way. That means the name is going to be like straight vertical compared to the tank, so it's going to go in just like this. Alright, got it on a little tripod so I can show you guys exactly what I'm doing. This is the front of the vehicle here, this side, and like I was saying, you want to make sure that the fuel level is pointing straight forward, and you're going to want to tip it in here, tuck the filter down, make sure you're holding it perfectly vertical, make sure that gasket's on there, and just double check the angle, and that's where it needs to be, right there. We're going to take our spacer, put the spacer on, make sure it's lined up on at least 2 of these bolt holes. Then we'll take our locking tab, and I believe in the video he points at roughly here at the FA on Loofa. Make sure all the bolt holes can be seen, and we'll get the 10 millimeters and start dropping these down into place. And all this will be accessible in the car also, and makes it really easy to service anything, especially like me when you just rip out the convertible top. So I finished putting on the bolts and we'll tighten it down. Alright, we got the fuel cell installed, and now I need to come over here and we're going to drill a hole for the 6AN right here in this cavity, and then above it right here we're going to do the 8AN and start rounding some lines. Alright, first hole has been drilled for the 6AN return, so I can actually start getting some of this plumbed up and make sure the 8AN is where I want it to be. This is pretty much exactly what I had envisioned. We have the 6AN return with the content sensor. I need to cut this line a little bit shorter. It goes to the return of the tank, and then we have the feed that's going to come up into the fuel filter and then go into the engine bay. Nice compact whole fuel system is pretty much right here. Here she is, all finished up. I need to hook up a wire obviously to the content sensor, and everything looks fantastic. I need to run power also to the fuel pump. I need to run that to a switch. I'm thinking of doing a solid state relay to this bolt right here. So right here is the relay, right into the connector for the fuel pump. Now I can run my main wires to the battery over here. I've also cut the line to go for the feed line. I got to make a little mount out of some 3D printed ASA here or PA6CF, and then we have the return side over here. It's going to go to the fuel pressure regulator, and then the return is going to go from the regulator down here. Regulator will be mounted in this corner. Everything's nice and compact, so I mean that's the fuel system. We're done. I might just upload this since I haven't uploaded much. Yeah, and then I'm gonna pull the motor and do another video. So we'll catch you guys later.